The truth behind LeetCode's 0 millisecond submissions. Is it a hack or what? Why is this happening a lot these days? Let's see and crack it. So, hello everyone, welcome to my channel Weekend with Mike, where I discuss about my life behind the screen and some tech news. So, you ever seen a LeetCode solution with 0 millisecond runtime and thought how? Even my code is same as the other user. However, that user is getting 0 millisecond, but I am not getting that 0 millisecond. Why is it happening? And obviously, anyone would feel bad about it. Well, turns out they are not actually optimizing their code, they are tricking the system. And today I'll show you exactly how this 0 millisecond hack works and why it is more shady than smart. So here's the hack. So actually, LeetCode measures how fast your code runs and writes that number into a file called display_runtime.txt. Okay, and that's how they show the 0 millisecond or 3 millisecond or 100 millisecond, whatever the figure is. That's how they show it to the screen on the submission page. Whenever you submit your code, the whatever runtime you are seeing, that runtime is value is being fetched from this file, and LeetCode populates this file with the actual number. Now think about it. What if somehow you are able to manipulate this file? If you can somehow overwrite this file, then you can do something very interesting. And let me show you how. In C++, you just have to add this line. And if you notice, this line is doing nothing but just trying to overwrite this file and trying to input 0 in the file. Whatever value it had earlier, it will be replaced with 0. And the same thing you can do in Python also. Atexit, and you can see it is trying to overwrite this file and writing 0 in it. Whatever it was written inside this file, it will be replaced with this string that is 0. So what this line of code actually doing? This line of code actually tells your program that, hey, before exiting, overwrite this file with 0. As soon as your program exits, and then after the exit, it will call this function, and simply it will overwrite the file and write a 0 inside it. Even in Java, you can try this, but Java actually blocks calling that. We will also see practical how Java blocks it. But right now, let's do a practical on it and let's see how it actually impacts our runtime. So now let's see this in practical. So I was trying to solve this problem LeetCode 898, and if you see, this is the solution. Okay, and let me try to submit this. As soon as I submit it, you will see that LeetCode will show the runtime. And if you notice, the runtime is actually 1024 milliseconds. And now let me add that one line which I showed you. So what will LeetCode do? As soon as the program exits, LeetCode will the program will actually read this file, and if you see, it is being overridden with 0. Okay, and as soon as it reads the file to display the runtime, it will display 0. Let me try to submit it. Indeed, yes, you can see it is showing 0 milliseconds. You can try this in any program. Okay, so in the similar fashion, you can do this in Python also. So I've already written this in Python. If you see, it is doing the same thing. It is trying to overwrite this display_runtime.txt with 0 value. And when I submit it, it will show 0 millisecond. However, without this, it was not showing 0 milliseconds. I tried that. You can see it is showing 0 milliseconds now. And as soon as I remove this part, let me remove it. And when I submit it again, it will not show 0 millisecond. Yeah, it's 520 milliseconds. And when I was trying to do the same thing in Java, so in Java, you'll have to implement it in this fashion. Okay. But Java does not allow us to do this. And if you want a deep dive, maybe I can make another video in next session. You can see it actually prohibits us from doing this. Access control context per runtime permission. So we don't have the permission to do that. Okay. So the question is it really improving the runtime? Obviously, no. No way. This doesn't make your code faster. It just lies to the system. But it's just a lie. It only shows what is inside the display_runtime.txt. Okay. And should we try this? Obviously, no, you should not try this. It will not help you in any way. It only misleads others and can confuse people. It teaches you nothing about efficient code, for sure. And it's basically a lie. You already saw that, okay? So you can just try it sometimes, maybe to impress someone or to do a little show off. Is this really allowed? Actually, LeetCode has not officially banned this. It is not yet banned, but the dev community is calling it out. You will find a lot of GitHub issues and Reddit threads also. People are discussing about it and they're raising this concern. And just for example, if you see there, some people also raised some threads on Reddit. Someone also mentioned this that dude, this edit is editing the runtime file in LeetCode to always get 0 millisecond. It's just a hack. Okay, and in the LeetCode also, GitHub also, you can see someone raised this faking execution time in LeetCode using an extra line. And this WK Tang user is it is actually from LeetCode support team, if you notice. So they actually mentioned that we understand that users are concerned that the contest time display can be modified, and we want to assure that we have carefully evaluated this issue. While it is technically possible for a user to alter their own contest time display, this does not impact rankings. तो दिस इज द गुड न्यूज़, ये रैंकिंग को इम्पैक्ट नहीं करेगा कभी भी, या फिर कॉन्टेस्ट फेयरनेस. इट विल नॉट इम्पैक्ट द कॉन्टेस्ट फेयरनेस और एनी अदर यूजर्स एक्सपीरियंस. द मॉडिफिकेशन ओनली अपीयर्स ऑन द सबमिशन डिटेल पेज and does not provide any actual advantage in the contest. That is just a value to show on the submission page, nothing else. Okay, so as of now, they are not fixing it. They have mentioned that they are not fixing it because it does not impact the fairness. So it will still reside. So those who are interested and those who are not aware of this, they can just try it for fun. Okay, and but let me tell you a fact. Instead of chasing 0 milliseconds by faking it or by cheating, go for real performance, right? Learn about time complexity, optimize logically, not artificially, because in a real world interview you will not be allowed to use these things. Okay, I hope this video helped you, and I hope you enjoyed this entire video. Signing off for this weekend. See you next time. Thank you.